Hello, everybody. Welcome to this week's podcast. Okay, so Mercury is retrograde, and I've been having some technical difficulties. So this is my third time going through this. You don't know that, but it is. Today's topic is don't drop your desires, right? Don't drop your desires. So, the typical manifesting pattern when you want something, between the time that you want something and you're getting it, is as follows. First thing that happens is that you experience a situation that's unwanted. Second thing that happens is that you resist the situation and send desires for something better into the universe. The third thing that happens is that you get a sign that your better, air quotes, is on its way. The fourth thing that happens is that the initial situation appears to improve as a result of your shifted mindset. Keep that in mind. The fifth thing that happens is that you continue on your path to new by taking inspired actions until finally, number 6, dun, 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 the universe delivers your desire to you, right? You're new. So all of this is intuitive. All of this, none of this is rocket science, right? It's just what happens if you actually sit down and break down the process. The problem is that most people get caught up on the fourth step, right? The initial situation appears to improve. Now, when things appear, air quotes, to self-correct before your ultimate desire has come to fruition, you still got to continue to take inspired actions, right? Don't be fooled into reneging on your initial desires just because you are no longer suffering. Your pain may cease or lessen when your desires have been acknowledged by the universe and you have begun to take action in the right direction to make your dreams come true. Why is that? Because the universe don't want you to suffer, right? The universe like, okay, she got the message, like, that's it, no more pain, right? So let's put all of this into practical terms. So step 1, you experience a situation that's unwanted. So let's say it's a job, right? You don't like your job. Step 2, you resist the situation and send desires for something better. So you pull up and you just like, oh, I hate this place. I hate these people. I hate this job. I hate, my coworkers. I hate this building, like, etc. Right? And you send desires for something else. Now, you can either send these desires, like in a literal form, right? You can say, I want something else. Universe, Jesus, God, Yahweh, Jehovah, mermaid that lives under the sea, SpongeBob. Like, you can say, please send me a better job. I hate this. My soul is dying. Or you can say nothing, right? Because the universe is vibrational. And for every action, there's an equal but opposite reaction, right? Basic physics. We've talked about this in another podcast. And so the universe is about balance. Just by your simply feeling, your emotion saying, I don't like this, no matter what it is, big or small, you are automatically setting in motion something to happen that you do like. So that's how it works. So even if you don't say, bring me another job, the fact that you tense up, or even if you never complain verbally, your emotions are still being felt by the universe, right, and acknowledged. So that's good to know. Okay, so number 3, you get a sign that better is on its way. So maybe you get home and you see that you have a piece of mail that says, start a new career today, right? And it's for like truck driving. And you're like, I don't want to be no truck driver, like, ew. Or maybe you do, right? It's just it's just saying, I got you. That's basically the universe's way of being like, I got you. I heard what you said. Like, I stand behind you. I support you. Let's make it happen. Or maybe you, on your way home on the subway, you see like an advertisement that says ready to turn the page, right? While you're thinking about your job and how much you hate it. Or you get home and there's a piece of paper outside of your house or something, some bad little kids or something threw it down, I don't know. But it says like, be your own boss, right? So all of these are signs, as I spoke about before, that the universe has acknowledged your desire and it has your back, right? The universe is behind you. And they're ready. Okay, step 4. The initial situation appears to improve as a result of your shifted mindset. So what happens once you get the message from the universe, like, okay, cool, you got me, your mindset shifts. It should, right? So now that you know your job is only temporary and that you are about to embark on the next chapter, even if you don't know exactly what it is, things will appear to be better, right? Usually. So you might get to work the next day. Your boss is nice. She done made you coffee, right? They treat you like a queen. Your coworkers ain't being nosy, going through your desk during your lunch break, or not like, harassing you or anything like that. Like you're like, oh my gosh, it's like a completely different place. This is amazing, right? They being considerate, buying me lunch. Wow. Because you shifted your mindset, of course. Okay. So, and then number 5, you continue on your path to new by taking inspired actions. So even though things have appeared to improve, you still are seeking other employment. You still are applying or exploring other options, starting your own business, looking into taking a class so that you can become certified for something else or whatever your plan is, right? You still take those actions, even though things have appeared to shift in the original situation, the original unwanted situation. And then number 6, dun, 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 right? You get your new, right? You find new employment, you get an interview, you start your own business, etc., right? Sounds easy enough. But where most people go wrong is at number 4, right? So after you've already acknowledged, you've already told the universe you want better, whether directly or indirectly, right? You've already gotten your signs. The initial situation appears to be better, right? That's where people go wrong. They say, oh, shoot, well, I just got to work and, I was just exaggerating. My boss ain't really that bad. And, maybe I was just tripping and maybe I was just, over exaggerating or I just, maybe it was just me. I don't know what it was. No, don't do it, right? Don't do it. Just because you're not in hell anymore at that place does not mean that you should not stay stagnant, right? You should continue with your original desire. This is because, most people will say, well, it just means that I'm meant, right? This is where I'm meant to be. Because as soon as I change my mindset and ask for something new, the universe made this better. See, that just means that I'm just meant to stay here and that my original desire was just an overreaction. You're right. So I don't need to look for a job anymore. I don't need to, that's dead. That plan is dead, right? Do not do it. Don't fall for the okie doke. Why? Because this negates your desires, right? Which is your soul speaking to you. If you feel something, there's a reason for that, right? So if you felt it originally, that's how your soul feels, right? Don't second guess yourself. Don't negate your soul's, desire. That's what you wanted, right? That's why else would you have them? Why else would you have desires for something? Ignoring your original desires will only lead you in a circle of disappointment. I know this firsthand, right? Inevitably, you will find that nothing has changed and that your original desire never went away. These things don't go away. They don't go away. When you're hungry and you get distracted and you start working or something or doing cartwheels or, I don't know, watching TV, whatever it is, guess what? You're still hungry. That desire didn't go away. Just because you were temporarily distracted from it does not mean that your stomach was like, oh, okay, I'm good. Don't even worry about it. No. As soon as you stop doing those things, your stomach is going to come back and be like, right, in full effect. So the reason for that doesn't matter, right? Maybe your coworkers were having a good day, and that's why they were so nice to you or whatever. You don't need to look into that, right? You will, once again, be met with discomfort until you follow through with your desires. That is fact. That is fact. That is fact. That is fact. It's just a matter of time, right? So my personal experience, as I said, I've experienced this one too many times. So now I don't fall for the okie doke no more. So things only stay bad from start to finish when the universe needs to get your attention, right? So in most situations, your soul only wants you to have, or only really wants to have to inform you once, right? It only want to say something once. It only want to have to make you discomfortable or uncomfortable once, right? And after seeing that you've listened and are taking action, it will stop torturing you. The torture will go away, right? Because I wouldn't say it will stop torturing you. You will no longer be in resistance to what you're experiencing, right? Because you'll have faith that it's already coming. So the pain will cease, right? Or at least lessen. If you don't, if you don't, it'll just continue to make your life miserable, right? It'll continue. So like I said, from my personal experience, in podcast a couple weeks ago, I talked about signs and how they can come in all different forms, and weather, right? Weather was my big thing when I was abroad, and it was just kind of like once the weather changed and I was freezing, and it was like the first time that happened, I didn't get it, right? It took me a while to be like, something ain't right. I'm still cold, like, and to listen to myself. So, and like I said, other little things happened too, but it was mostly the weather. And I just kept every day, okay, it's supposed to be warmer. And my coworkers and my landlord, everybody would be like, tomorrow warm, sun, like, it's okay. And it still wasn't. So it was like the universe was like, you haven't made, arrangements to change this situation. It's time for you to go. And you're not listening. So now it's just going to be cold. You're going to wake up cold. You're going to go to sleep cold. You're going to be like, I was cold all the time. And it was just miserable. And it was like nobody else was. So it's crazy. I'm like, y'all tropical people. And this is okay with y'all? Like, how is this possible? But the second time around, right, Miami, it didn't take nothing but one time. Because I saw like, okay, this is how the universe works. Like, I get it. It's not going to go away, right? Even if it gets warm another day, it's going to the universe will keep nagging at me. I'll keep being cold intermittently, or something else will happen until I do what I need to do. So that is the moral of this story. Don't drop your desires. Don't do it. Just stick with it. You felt that way, acknowledge your emotions matter, right? How you felt 2 days ago matters. You were not overreacting. You weren't overthinking it. You weren't being overly emotional, right? That's what you want. Make it happen. All right, y'all. Thanks for listening. Love, live, light, laughter. Have a good week. Bye.